The other day, I briefly mentioned Nicki Minaj and how she became an unlikely ally when she wrote the tweet that she wrote about her cousin's friend ostensibly suffering a certain type of deformity due to the needle, and of course the blowback against Nicki Minaj since she put forth this tweet has been just remarkably intense, almost feral. They've really unleashed the hounds on Nicki Minaj, and I feel that it is also appropriate to speak of the Nicki Minaj case in tandem with the Joe Rogan case. Now, for both of these individuals, it doesn't really matter whether you're fans of them or not, whether you like Nicki Minaj's brand of music, whether you think Joe Rogan, is a cool guy or has a good show or is funny or not, and I know there are a lot of different people with a lot of different opinions on both of those things, but that's something we really need to put to the side right now. Our personal feelings about either of these two individuals are not really the issue. The issue is that, and what's remarkable in both of their cases, is that for both of them, in both of their cases, I should say, there was not a denunciation or anything resembling a denunciation of what I call the Baj here. Baj spelled backwards. B-A-J. Right, figure it out. We have to use code words, unfortunately, because YouTube is so censorious. But they, in both of their cases, they didn't come out all aggressively and say the Baj is causing all of these troubles. The Baj can't be trusted. We don't know what's in the Baj, so it's best to avoid it. And I sure as hell ain't getting it, and you shouldn't get it either. That was not what they said in either case. In both cases, well, in one case, in Nicki Minaj's case, all she did was to say, give it some thought, think it over. I know this thing happened to somebody that I know in Trinidad, where you have to get the Baj in order to work, so maybe you should get it, maybe you shouldn't, but you shouldn't be bullied into getting it. You should get it because if you're going to get it, you should get it because you've thought it over and determined that it's the right thing to do. Why would that be a problem for anyone? Why? It seems that unless you just emphatically say, get it now, don't ask questions, just get it now. Yes, it's safe. How dare you think otherwise? How dare you even quit? What are you, a neo-Nazi alt-right Trump supporter or something? Get it now, peasant. That's the sort of tone and message that you have to take. It has to be that. It has to be 1,000 degrees in that direction, or they start casting aspersions against you, especially if you're somebody who's famous, who has a significant following. In Joe Rogan's case, as far as I know, I don't think Rogan has ever denounced the Baj. I don't think he's ever taken a stand on it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I am wrong, somebody will correct me. But I think all he did was say, I got sick and I took this particular type of medication and I got better. That's all he said. That was it. He didn't say, so everybody should just take this medication and should not get injected. He didn't say that at all. But just the fact that he talked about there being an alternative to the injection, to the needlework. Simply the fact that he mentioned that he went for this alternative and that it appeared to work for him made them just come after him, just again with this incredibly this incredible rhetorical disingenuousness, of course, making him say things that he didn't really, or giving the impression that he said things that he didn't really say, and saying things about the medication that was extremely misleading, intentionally misleading. But not, so again, what was it that he said? He didn't say you got to do it this way. You got to absolutely say no and just do what I did. Instead, he just reported what he did, and the fact that he did it and that it worked for him, according to his self-testimony or self-testimonial, that was enough to just make them absolutely pissing mad. And people are watching this, and they're getting either one of two kinds of, you're probably going to get one or two kinds of responses. Your first response to this might be, if you're a certain type of person who wants to, like Patrick Bateman said, wants to fit in, wants to conform, then he might see what happened to Nicki Minaj and to Joe Rogan and think to himself, boy, I don't want that to happen to me. I better just sing the party line, right in tune with exactly the tune that they're giving me to sing. I better go above and beyond. I better just be a real try-hard, as they say these days, promoting all of this official stuff that we're supposed to promote. Okay, that's one reaction. The other possible reaction would be to say, well, wait a minute. I was down with the needle before, but why? These people aren't saying the needle is bad. They're just saying there are reasons to wonder about the needle, and that you should make your own decision about it, and maybe some other things work that don't require the needle, and they're getting attacked this way. So, for making these perfectly reasonable statements. That must lead to a certain kind of person whose desire to conform is perhaps in some way trumped by his intellectual curiosity. And I know we both have each, we all want to fit in. We don't want to stand out. We don't want to be an outcast. Some of us don't. I don't really care, but that's been my lot in life pretty much forever. But on the other hand, we've got a thing in our head. It's called a brain, right? And you don't even have to use your brain that much to see these people are just getting slammed and kicked around, and what do they do? What did they do? What was their crime? What was so terrible? What was so extreme about their statements? Again, it's not like they were just these in-your-face anti-vaxxer types. They weren't that at all. And still they get this kind of treatment in the controlled media. Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Anyway, I just wanted to notate these two cases happening in tandem. What do y'all think? Let me know. Leave your response below. My name is Andy Nowicki. Check out my work at altrightnovelist.com. Check out my latest book, The Insurrectionist. It can be found at terrorhousepress.com.